Welcome back guys for another video. Today what we're going to be talking about is going to be how to prepare for the next update of Anime Vanguards. Anime Vanguards Update 1, Anime Vanguards Update 0.5, Anime Vanguards whatever it's going to be called. We're going to be preparing for this update because it's going to be a pretty good update, and since this game isn't exactly a free-to-play update, I can tell you right now that if you don't prepare for this update and watch this video till the very end, you're going to have a hard time with the next update, trust me. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. Buy my merch in the pinned comment down below. It's 1,000 Robux. I know it's expensive, but it's only for those who want to support the channel. Anyways, let's get this video started. First and foremost, let's get straight into it. Enough yapping. If you want to prepare for the next update, either you AFK in time chamber or you put out your macro and get ready to pay thousands of dollars on electric bills by AFKing story mode. So it's either going to be AFKing story mode and getting ready to pay thousands in electric bills, or paying thousands in electric bills and basically AFKing time chamber. It's up to you guys, whichever you want more. Personally, I just AFK time chamber and get ready to pay a lot of money. You're not gonna get a lot of gems, okay? There's not really that many ways to get gems in this game apart from story mode and whatnot, and it requires you to play for hours, okay? So if you don't want to do that, either you do time chamber or do story mode, or if you don't want to do that and you want a fast way, then just quit this game because there's no fast way to earn gems in Anime Vanguards. But the good thing about this is Anime Vanguard is actually balanced, so not everybody's running around with Alucard. Not everybody's running around with Monarch units. Unlike in AnimeDefenders, where basically everybody has those overpowered units and you have to have those in order to compete. In this game, it's quite balanced. You don't really need to have those. Even if you just play for a while, you can get some of the good units. And it's quite balanced in a way that other players that have spent so much time in the game, they really aren't going to be that far ahead of you. So it is kind of balanced that way. But again, if you really do want to prepare for the update, you have to sink in a lot of time, either through farming and playing the story mode to get gems, or AFKing story mode to get gems, because it is going to be the single most important currency in the next update, gems. Because there's probably going to be a new banner in the next update, and if it's not going to be a new banner, we're probably going to have raids in the next update. So speaking of raids, because if it is raids, you're going to need something else, and that's going to be evolved units. And by evolved units, I mean there's going to be really only two that you're going to need to evolve, that being Sung Jin Woo and Igris. Now Igris is probably the best unit in the game right now, and then Sung Jin Woo is the third best unit in the game right now. Alucard is probably like the second best unit in the game. Sung Jin Woo might actually even be better than Alucard. So these two units right here are units that you have to evolve, Sung Jin Woo and Igris, and then maybe also Cha-In or Obita, right? Cha-In or Obita. I'm personally gonna go for Obita because I like Obita a little bit more. So those are the units that you can actually evolve, and they're going to be very useful in the next update, because again, this game isn't actually very easy, and if you don't have the best units, you're not going to be able to do raids. So you have to evolve these units right here, Sung Jin Woo and all these other units, in order to be able to do the next update, because the next update is going to have a harder game mode in raids, and if your units aren't really evolved, it's not going to be very good. You're going to have a harder time. So evolve your units right now. The best way to evolve your units is obviously by farming legend stages. This is like the only way to actually do it. I would recommend farming double dungeon disaster tree, because this can give you Igris, and you might get lucky and get Igris shiny or an Igris if you don't have one yet, and then farm whatever legend stages is required for you to get the material. So legend stage Act 2 for Sung Jin Woo, Act 3 for Igris, and then Act 3 for Obita, Act 1 for Cha-In. And again, evolve your units for the next update because it's going to be very important. And then the third one is actually going to be get to level 50. Now again, the next game was going to be quite difficult. You're going to need to get to level 50 to be able to bring 6 units, or to be able to field 6 units. I can only field like 4 units right now because I haven't playing AnimeDefenders because they updated, and I haven't really been able to farm to level 50 because again, it's gonna take you ages to actually get to level 50. Most people that are level 50 right now have probably used macro to AFK farm while they were asleep, and it does take a while to get to level 50. But the best way to get to level 50 is going to be through legend stages. I think either legend stages or Paragon, but legend stages is probably gonna be better because by doing legend stages, you get a lot of levels and you also get XP. and getting to level 50 or even just level 30 will help you out a lot in the next update of the game. And With that being said, the next update of the game is probably going to be releasing this week, either update 0.5 or update 1. I don't think it's going to take much longer than this week. It's probably going to be releasing this week, which will have I think raids is going to be one of the stuff it will add. I don't know if it will also add the new trade crystal method that I discussed in in previous videos, but I think it's unlikely. I think raids could have trade crystal jobs. If it does, that's going to be very good. Now let's move on to the fourth thing that you need to do, and that's going to be to finish Paragon stages, because Paragon stages will drop you a lot of items. Now I will drop you, first and foremost, it will drop you gems, and on top of gems it will also drop you stat items. And these stat items right here, they give you stat chips, super stat chips. They also give you stat chips normal, and then they give you 900 gems if you complete all 25, and then 18 trade crystals, which is actually pretty good. 18 trade crystals is a lot because you could get a mythic trait from that, and that's actually going to be very useful in future updates. And also, Paragon stages is apparently the best farm for worthiness, which is actually very good. And if you're done with Paragon stages, the other thing that you need to finish is basically the battle pass. I think Infinite is still best for the battle pass. I'd probably still do Infinite for battle pass. I'd finish the battle pass before the next update because you can get a lot of trade crystals here. And again, getting trade crystals is also something that you need for the next update, because there's surely going to be a new unit in the next update. And that new unit, you should get the best trait on him or her, whatever that new unit's gonna be. And then yeah, if you do get the best trait on the next update's unit, you are going to be very ahead of other players that wasted all their trade crystals in this update. So if I were you, I would save my trade crystals for the next update. Same way that you're saving gems for the next update, save your trade crystals for the next update, because the next update will definitely have an overpowered unit or a good meta unit, and then use your trade crystals on that in order to basically be ahead of other players who didn't, right? Because if you spend all your trade crystals right now, these units like Obita, Song Jin-woo, they might be out of the meta in the next update when they introduce other powerful units, in the next update of the game. So yeah, that's pretty much what you can do in order to prepare for the game. Also, join their Discord because there's a ton of codes in Anime Vanguards. But again, if I were you, I would start playing a lot right now, because if you don't play a lot right now and get your account ready for the next update, you're gonna be missing out on a lot of stuff in the next update. I'm telling you, this game isn't really the easiest, and if you don't invest a lot of time and if you don't invest like a lot of effort into it, you're not gonna be able to catch up with other players eventually. So start playing this game a lot more to prepare for the next update and get ready, because if you don't, you're gonna fall back from the other players that have been investing so much time with this other update. Before I end this video, are there actually any units that you need to summon for apart from collection? The only units that you actually even need to summon for, in my opinion, is Song Jin-woo and Shahin, and maybe even Obita. And then on top of that, Spirit Wagon. But you'll probably get Sprint Wagon before you get these units right here. And apart from those 4 units, you don't really need these other units right here. They're really not that good. Vegeta apparently is good, but I don't really care. I think most people wouldn't need Obita. You're probably gonna need Song Jin-woo a lot more, and Cha-in. Like, those 2 units are probably enough. You don't really need to summon for all these other units right here. They're just a waste of gems, because in the next update, if there's gonna be a new gem unit in the next update, you're better off spending your gems on that, and you're probably gonna get these other units while trying to get that new unit, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it. If there's any questions about the update, comment it down below. Try to answer it to the best of my ability. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.